This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFLTV. We're at Clay here in Canary Wharf. I'm joined by the juggernaut himself, Mr. Joyce. Be honest, did you know what Clay was here in Canary Wharf?
I heard about some clay pigeon shooting. I said, I'm game for that, but I thought it was real guns, you know?
I thought it was going to be in a field, actual clay pigeons, and we was all going to have a go.
I know, they hyped it up and, drove around like for about half an hour trying to find parking and managed to just quickly squeeze in there and then it's all over. Yeah. And we were outside, we booted out already.
Yeah, you were an hour and a half late, to be fair.
I mean, better late than never, right?
Absolutely better late than never, totally. How are you, first of all, Joe?
Yeah, I'm doing well. I just come back from Egypt and ready to get back into some form of training and thinking about the future.
Which comes on to my next question. Obviously, difficult night for you last time out. Let me ask you a question. After that night, or even immediately after that fight, did you ever contemplate, because everyone's got their opinion, Chisora should call it a day, Joyce should call it a day. Did you ever contemplate at all, after that moment that obviously when you lost that fight, that you're not going to carry on, you're not going to fight again? Did you contemplate that?
No, I didn't even contemplate that. And I was like, it's almost out there. It's a close fight and all action fight. I think everyone enjoyed it. So, it's to make a decision to retire after that for, either one of us. I thought we put in a great performance for all 10 rounds, all action 10 rounds.
I felt like you were very kind of honest and processed it, took it in, and didn't kind of jump up in rage and etc.
Yeah, it's not my first rodeo with that kind of thing. So it's like it's not that I'm used to it, but I can take I can live to fight another day. I can fight again. I still feel young and fresh-ish, and losses. All great champions have come back from losses and stuff. But I think it's like the modern times where, it's this leaf is bothering me. But it's very sexy to keep the O, right?
It is, but sometimes it's misguided as well. We've seen fighters over the years that have built up records of being undefeated. It doesn't really tell us a lot about them. I think that's kind of a little bit of a flawed perception.
Yeah, because you could have a padded record and then you come up against someone hard and it's like, but your O is gone and all that. But or you could do it the hard way. I feel like I'd done it the hard way, and got through the levels and that, and I was right there with the world's waiting for it to be upgraded, and I took a harder fight after that with Zhang, and then lost that position. But I was right there with the WO interim heavyweight champion, and I've been there. I was there kind of before, so it's just it's about getting in the right fights and getting back into the firing range for the big titles.
You have done things the hard way. You took your debut against Ian Lewison, which I was at that fight at the O2 Indigo, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. You've been there before.
We did a live show.
On another night.
Yeah. Yeah, IFL Live last August. Thank you for bringing that up. But you did. You made your intentions when you turned pro that you don't want to be in easy fights. You don't even want an easy debut. And at that point, Ian Lewison, I was like, fair play, go on.
Yeah, exactly. And also, because I felt like I didn't have much time to waste. I need to get back, get into the meat of the professional game, and I thought, obviously, I was advised that was a good route, and I turned up and I beat him, and then I beat everyone who put in front of me, bar Zhang. It was probably a step too far, but Zhang's a great fighter, and. But Joseph Parker, I beat him. So he's styles make fights, and that's the thing with fighting. They kind of and entertainment. It's about seeing the best fight the best, and not trying to avoid, like, trying to take the easy route or, like, the go around. I take a more direct route. But, I mean, whether it's worked or not, but I'm still here in the game, hungry to get in some big fights and try and piece my way back into the title contention if possible.
You mentioned Joseph Parker there, and obviously he's off the back of 2 very notable wins, and you have a win over him. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, as they say, but I kind of go back to even when David Price rematched Tony Thompson all them years ago. I've never actually asked David Price whether he regrets taking that rematch immediately after.
I mean, that's the same with me and Zhang, like fighting Zhang again. It's like, do you want X amount of money to take the rematch and get back into the title mix where you've left off? And it's like, of course, like, because what's the other route? You go back, like, round the houses to try and get back there. So it which could take a lot longer time. So, of course, thinking back to that, I'm thinking, why did he take the rematch? But then when you're in that position, you're like, well, what else is there?
Before I let you go, I just want to talk obviously about Aj-Dubois next week, 10 days away. I remember when this AJ got dropped in Sparring story came up, there was a lot of fighters being mentioned at that time. And I'm not referring specifically to the Daniel Dubois situation, but there was kind of a phase where like 10 heavyweights were not declaring whether it was them or not. I know you was asked at the time because obviously you'd spent a lot of time sparring AJ. Yeah. But Joe, what do you know about this infamous spar with AJ and Dubois that Anthony Fowler came on TalkSport the other day and said that he'd witnessed Joshua being hurt, etc. But you weren't there, were you?
I wasn't there, but I did see a clip of it on someone's phone before. But,
right.
Mate,
okay.
The bar hits hard, full stop. Like if you're there to be hit and he lands on you, then you'll get he can hit.
So you saw a clip of that sparring that Anthony Fowler was referring to, yes?
Yes.
Was Anthony Fowler's version of what happened accurate?
I'd have to go and watch that and listen to what he said about that, but yeah.
He said that AJ was hurt by Dubois.
Yeah. Sparring though, like, he can hit hard, so if you get tagged by him and, the bar hits anyone, they're in trouble.
Understandably, yes.
Yeah, cleanly, so.
Who are you backing in that fight to win, though?
I don't know, it's a tricky one. Like, you can see all the tasty, like, little, the tasty bits with the talk, the head-to-head stuff. Like, that's like,
I'll throw this chair in your face. Yeah.
So I want to see, like, now Dubois like 26. He's like, he's coming into himself a bit more, and it'd be good to see. Like, I think that they can both hit hard, and it's about both got a good jab, and it's about who wants it more, who's who could, like, if they get tagged, are they going to take the shot, or what's going to happen? This is what boxing, man. It's exciting, and like, may the best man win. And obviously, Dubois now coming with a title that he got elevated to main thing, which is handy for him. But there's I'm excited to watch it and see who wins this one.
Absolutely, 21st of September. Last one. Would Chisora beat Zhang?
No chance. No.
We called him out after his win over you. So.
I would like to see it. Let's see the fight.
In China, though. I want to see it in China.
He's saying 2 more fights. So, maybe, let's see.
How many have you got left?
I don't know. Is it one hand or 2 hand? Depends on the payday. I don't know. Like, depends, yeah. But I still feel like I could go on for a bit.
Listen, no one knows better than yourself, so obviously everyone's opinion is irrelevant to that. So,
and by one hand or 2 hands, I mean like 5 fingers or 10.
Right. 10 5 fights or 10 fights?
10 fights, yeah. Just to clarify.
Thanks for clarifying that, Joe. Joe, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. We look forward to kind of when your ring return is. Have you got anything else you'd like to add?
No, just a pleasure talking to you, Cougar.
I saw you a couple of weeks ago, which is, it was nice to see you then as well.
Oh, yeah. It was a good night, actually. Say no more.
Joe, thank you very much. We'll catch up with you again soon.
Cheers.